Hey, it's been a while. Me? No, I'm fine. Everything's fine. For now. Let me tell you what happened last time on Fate's End. My friends and I fought the Remorhaz that was attacking a nearby town. Some members of Aurora's Blessing came with us, but I don't remember them doing all that much to help.
20 more feet of movement, and he's gonna use Tidivit to run over to Luther, and he's gonna be like, "What the hell are you doing?" like the black in his eyes. Like, Luke is so pissed off at these two that came in and did nothing, absolutely nothing for this freaking fight.
The beast was fearsome, but so are we. I suppose after fighting the likes of the Oblex and the Skyworm, we're getting pretty good at this. At least Loon seems to think so.
Because Nat won.
There you go, Praeria. That's right, Praeria. Get it.
Samson, it is now your turn.
I love cheerleader Ludin. It's great.
After the fight, we all returned to the Dusty Anchor to unwind. Loon and I went to get Cassius while Esperis went to check on Praeria.
Does it feel like, going home, or does it feel like a foreign country that everyone is telling you is your home?
Last night, going home didn't feel like going home. I think my home is just my people. And I'll go where they are.
We all regrouped to decide what to do next, and, well, Sable's only a few days away. The city beneath the sand. The only lead I have on finding my father.
The things they asked us to make became more and more dangerous, more and more lethal, and my father didn't want to be known for making weapons and hurting people. Kind of ironic considering where I ended up, but so we tried to break the deal and pull everything off. We needed the money, but he wasn't willing to compromise his morals, not for a bit of gold. But Hush they're not really ones to negotiate. And so they came back, and he said he needed me to help him, and he didn't want his son making weapons. And so a man came in. He was in a red coat. And the first time he came, he took my arm and said that now my father wouldn't have to worry about me making anything anymore. And that's when my father decided to make me my first mechanical arm. And he was still defiant. He refused to help them, and so they got more aggressive. I'm not even quite sure what it is they wanted him to build, but he wouldn't even budge an inch. My dad, he was completely against him, and he knew they were coming. So he hid me right before they came in, and I watched the man in the red coat stab my father, and they drug him out of our home, and that was the last time I saw him.
We rested for the night and prepared to leave the next morning. During breakfast, it appeared that Finn and Samson wanted to leave a little parting gift for Aurora's Blessing.
And like you see running down the stairs, Eula with like bald as like a baby's butt, completely bald and screaming. She runs down the stairs and she goes, Ellen! Ellen! Something is wrong! And like, Zelen just kind of like, everything is going to be okay. It's going to be fine. You just would let's go upstairs. I will.
We traveled across the deserts and came upon the entrance to the Sable. The city beneath the sand. I could see how it got its name.
You begin walking the Vardo forward, and the guard just kind of gestures out ahead. Right this way. And he just points, you go around the boulder, and he just points straight. And there's nothing there, but he points straight. Right that way.
Straight.
You begin driving straight.
Yeah, we can go down the old level.
It's terrifying at first, like being caught in quicksand, as the whole cart is engulfed and the sand just kind of moves up, and then you pass right through it, like being led down a ramp. The sand covers you all for a moment, and you are moving. Yeah. And then you break through. The sand covers you all for a moment. And you're moving down toward the city beneath the sand. A passage, an orange sandstone passageway from which you're now moving through.
I reach up and I just reach up closer to where Esprit is and just touch the top of the Vardo, and I cast light and just, I don't know if there's extra light, but I want to make sure we have a headlight.
Oh, there's light. When you pass through, this passageway is completely lit up along the sides of the passageway.
Cool, I do it. Light.
Turns the headlights on.
Turn the headlights on.
Well, I guess we're conspicuous.
Welcome to Sable, everyone.
Samson and I went to collect the bounty on the Remorhaz and met the overseer of the merchant district, Kevin. He was very grateful for our help and was willing to pay us handsomely. But sometimes information and a good friend are worth more than gold.
Say a good friend's priceless.
I think so. I'm gonna leave the gold there.
No, I'm good with that.
You know, Mr. Kevin, we're gonna be in town for a little while. We're here on some family business, and we find ourselves currently not in need of such a grand gesture of financial wealth, but I think possibly if we could, maybe call ourselves friends.
I think we made the right call. All the platinum in the world won't help me find my father, but the information Kevin can give us just might. Speaking of friends, when we got back to the inn, we were approached by a man who was very keen on becoming a friend of ours, and of Cassius.
Yeah.
Yes, your friend Luden introduced himself to me. I'm Cyprian. If I might add, you all throw quite the party. And you see him run his hand from his chin over his face and into his hair. His clothes and appearance begin to melt, changing into that of a very elderly and shockingly familiar old man. Thank you so much for inviting me, sonny boy. And he winks at you, Finn, and moves his hand once more, appearance melting back into the handsome exterior. Well, I'm curious, I've been listening to you all. I know, rude, invasive, and all the informalities of proper conversation. I prefer to move past the irritations and get straight to the point. You are looking for something? Someone? I know a place where you can find the hidden
So much for keeping a low profile. Of course, as soon as we arrive, we've been being watched. I don't trust this Cyprian. He knows entirely too much about us and we know nothing about him. And how did he even know about Cassius anyway? So many questions, not enough answers. Join us next Monday, 7:30 Central Standard Time, to find out what happens next on Fate's End.
Ta-da!